with a Service Dog.
Welcome to the Actors with a Service Dog podcast. I am Renee Michaels. Now, I know that you guys are fully aware and have seen this happen multiple times, that people are selfish. They like to do whatever they want, regardless of what the law says or how it affects other people.
Because they're losers.
And fake service dogs are no exception. There are so many people who misrepresent their pets as service animals just in order to gain access to public spaces that do not allow pets. And they don't care that their selfish choices are hurting people who legitimately need service animals. They just want to take their pets with them.
Because I'm better than you?
And it's difficult. It really makes me angry when I see it, the disrespect. But fortunately, some states are taking notice and they are taking action, which I am super excited about. I'm cautiously optimistic about. I think it's a good thing that they're noticing. I just am not sure how this is going to play out in the long run. So I'm going to kind of wait and see before I say for sure yes or no, this is a good thing. But recently, the state of Kentucky has passed a bill to regulate service animals. This article, Service Animal Regulation Measure, passes the House. And, the title alone makes me a little nervous. So let's just take a look at this for a minute, okay? Says the Kentucky House Representatives met and passed House Bill 335 unanimously. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. This measure further regulates the use of service animals and penalizes those who abuse or misrepresent the privilege of having one, which I think is great. Yes on that. This measure also adds into the statute definitions of what can be a service animal, as well as a clear distinction between a service animal and emotional support animal. Yes. Assistance dog is defined in this legislation as a dog that has been individually trained to do work or perform tasks for a person with disabilities and is considered a service animal under the Americans with Disabilities Act. Again, thumbs up, good choice of words. I'm right there with you. An emotional support animal is defined as a companion animal that may provide support to alleviate the symptoms or effects of a person's disability. Yes, again.
All right, now we're getting somewhere.
Can't argue with that. That sounds really good. I'm very happy with the wording there. So then it does get a little iffy after this, and this is where I'm starting to get a little bit concerned. Okay, so it says, in addition to defining service animal use and privileges, House Bill 335 mandates that to be considered eligible for such a service animal, the patient in question must have an ongoing therapeutic relationship with a healthcare provider, such as a licensed psychologist. So,
what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
So this is where I'm concerned, because we don't live in a country where healthcare is easily accessible for everybody. I don't think that free healthcare is necessarily the answer, but to restrict somebody because they cannot afford to get the proper healthcare, the proper diagnosis from their doctors, and it says here it has ongoing therapeutic relationship. So maybe, somebody could afford to go to the doctor for a little while, and the doctor says, yeah, you have this, and a service dog will definitely help you. But it says they have to have an ongoing relationship with their healthcare provider. And I think that's discriminatory. And I think that that's problematic. I feel like, in my opinion, based on how I'm understanding this, that it does go against the ADA.
That doesn't sound right.
I don't know who they consulted when they decided to write this. I feel like if my interpretation is correct, I don't feel like they consulted the ADA, nor did they consult an ADA attorney. And then, of course, they follow up with legislation that protects the sanctity of service animals, not only safeguards their role, but also upholds the dignity of those who rely on them. But they're not. Okay, so if they're going to restrict somebody from being able to have a service animal because they don't have an ongoing relationship with a healthcare provider, that's not upholding their dignity, and it makes me sad. So I was... I'm not into politics. I don't really care a lot for politics, but I was curious. I wanted to see what their bill actually said, and I'm still reading it as problematic. You guys tell me what you think. This is the original version of their summary when they were presenting it. They did change minor things that didn't really affect the bulk of what we talked about. They define the person as a person who has an ongoing therapeutic relationship with a healthcare provider. And then they stipulate who can be a healthcare provider under a certain definition. They define additional terms. So, I mean, this bill does not do a whole lot to help somebody who can't afford the proper health care to get their diagnosis.
That's not good enough.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's frustrating to me. What do you guys think? So yeah, I feel like this could be problematic, and I'm keeping an eye on what other states are doing as well. Tell me what if you're from someplace other than Oklahoma or Kentucky, or if you know about more what they actually meant in this bill, and maybe it is a good thing, and maybe I'm not seeing it. Let me know, and then from whatever state you're in, let me know what your service animal policies are, what the regulations are. Do you have any regulations? What would you like to see your state do? So yeah, let me know in the comment section. Be sure to like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel and share this if you would like. It helps me a lot. So until next time, guys, I hope you have a great week.
Through highs and lows, we're shining bright. Gonna see our names up in lights.